And we're going to keep working with exponents. Remember, exponents are how many times we multiply a number by itself. So let's jump into something you already know. You guys already know how to fill out a place value chart. So if I have the ones column, I have the tens column, I have the hundreds, the thousands, the 10,000s, and then the 100,000s. So now we're going to see what this looks like when we start using exponents. Now, tens are really, really awesome numbers, and we can multiply 10. And you guys know if I multiply 1 times 10, I'm going to get 10. Now, if I multiply 10 times 10, I'm going to get 100. And if I multiply this by 10, I'm going to get 1,000. And if I multiply this by 10, I'm going to get, if I multiply 1,000 by 10, I'm going to get 10,000. And if I multiply this by 10, I'm going to get 100,000. Well, we have learned that if we multiply by the same base, sorry, let me highlight that correctly, that we can use exponents. So what I want to show you is how we're going to use exponents and how this looks in exponent form. So if I multiply 10 by 1, or 1 times 10, I multiplied it by 1 time. And 10 times 10 is 2 times, and 10 times 10 times 10 is 10 to the third power, and 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 is 10 to the fourth power, and 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 is 10 to the fifth power. But we didn't multiply 10 by anything here, and so it is 0, because I have 0 times I multiplied it. Anything to the 0 power is 1. I'm going to repeat that. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So let's take a look. 10 to the first power, 10 equals 10. Let's look at number 5. So we're going to split this up into factors. So first we're going to take out the factor of 10. So I have 10 times what equals 60? 10 times 6 equals 60. So I'm going to go 6 times 10 to the power of 1. And that one was kind of confusing, so let's try this one. Let's take 9 out of this option. So I have 9 times what? 9 times 100. Well, I know that 9 times 100 is 9 times 10 to the second power, because 10 times 10. So if I really were to break this out, it'd be 9 times 10 times 10. And so those are my factors. Now here's it in factor form. 9 is tricky. Remember I told you this is going to be 2 times 1. So it's 2 times 10 to the 0 power, because I don't have any 10s I'm multiplying it by. Now we're going to write it in standard notation. So I have 6 times, and this tells me exactly how many zeros I have, by the way, secret trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 1. 6 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 600,000 tells me how many zeros I have. 8 times 10. And each place value is 10 times as great as the place value to its right. Come to me during office hours if you have questions.